Word about the price.
But of course.
What would you say to this?
We're getting close. Lower your price a little more and we can shake hands. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. You're doing business. Take care.
Without anyone noticing.
And that's not all. The dead man had a gold chain around his neck. Can you believe it? Somebody bucked him off. And you didn't rob him.
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Samin's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did they?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realized they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to Samin, and they were wondering there too where the wagon got to. So we rode out to look for it. Me, Lord Semin, and his captain, Gnarly.
Well, God's nails. And the three of you tracked them down? The whole band?
That's right. They were hiding in Apollonia, along with the carts and the goods.
Indeed. Where else? The bastards. And what about my hands?
Venser didn't survive the skirmish in Gules' camp. And Franzi, they took him to Semin. He might have been innocent in the whole thing.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. They were only here a while, but that pair was as thick as, well, thieves. And that Franzi could talk his way out from under the executioner's axe.
We'll see. Either way, it's Lord Semin's concern now.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up. I'd be in a right mess if it didn't.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it. Who knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Young Lord Semin's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter, when you were in Truskovitz. What do you think of her?
Well, young Semin is marrying her, isn't he? Why would I have my eye on her?
Don't pretend. A statue of a saint would have his eye on her. Looks ain't everything, though. She's got such a sharp tongue on her. I almost feel sorry for young Semin. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass waiting in Sasau?
What does all this have to do with smithing, Radovan?
What? Can't I chat about women with my apprentice? Ah, you're right, though. Let's get down to business. Old Semin wants a special sword forged for his son's wedding present.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for? Should we get to work?
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel. This has to be a first-class job.
A blade of first-class steel?
That's right. And that's just the problem.
Ah, I see. We don't have any welded steel for that kind of sword, do we?
God's nails. You really know your stuff, youngster. And you're right. We don't have the steel for a strong sword that won't break.
I'd like to know where you're going to get your hands on some welded steel.
Relax, lad. I've got it all figured out, as it happens. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
And he can pray for us?
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was fighting heathens years ago in faraway Andalusia, and folks say they saw this interesting broken sword in his hut. From the description, it seems our peculiar hermit has a real Toledo blade.
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now? You do understand. But there's a catch.
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the Hermit has changed a lot recently. People from far and wide used to go to him for remedies and blessings. But now he won't see no one. I even heard he made a pact with the devil. And there have been other strange goings-on.
With the devil? Why would the hermit make a pact with the devil?
No idea. It might just be old wives' tales.
What strange goings-on?
I heard something in the tavern about some apparition, but that's all I know.
Right. I'll try to find out more about the hermit's sword. In return, you'll get me invited to Semin's wedding.
If it means so much to you, why not? Come and see Betty from the Troskovitz Tavern. She knows all the gossip. She'll definitely tell you more about the Hermit. But Henry, if there's any truth in that pact with the devil, don't get caught up in it. The best sword in the world isn't worth eternal damnation.
Greetings.
Ja, genau.
Show me your wares. Let's talk about the price.
Warum nicht?
Is this enough?
That's more like it. Lower your price a little more and we can make a deal. Nein, das bringt doch nichts. I'm done haggling with you. Thank you, and take care.
That will shut her up. Raus, du Bastard!
Word about the price.
Natürlich, kein Problem.
Do you accept?
More. Sehr gut. I can agree to that. Doing business. Take care.
You better watch out for me, got it?
Oh, my back. Lots of people.
I need some advice.
You want some advice? Here's some for free. I catch you fighting here again, and I'll spank your bare ass like a brat.
Well, I said I'm sorry.
But the Cumans are still stinking up the place. Down to business. I don't have all day for you, so what do you want?
I promised Radovan the blacksmith I'd go and see Ambrose the hermit in Apollonia.
My God, lad, stay away from them rocks. Ambrose the hermit sold his soul to the devil and won't talk to nobody no more.
I heard that as well. But it seems a bit far-fetched.
So why would an evil spirit suddenly start appearing near Apollonia? It's the devil's work, believe you me.
And has anyone sent to the castle for the priest?
Not at all. Bailiff Thrush is keeping it quiet so far. 4 strangers came here yesterday. They sat in the corner there, but once they heard about the apparition, they started to take a big interest.
What strangers?
They looked like monks, only they had daggers concealed under their robes. I saw them clearly. I'm telling you, there's something fishy going on around Ambrose.
Were you at the last mass? I didn't see you there.
But I have to speak to him.
Didn't you hear what I said? He doesn't speak to nobody. He hides away in his hut and sends everyone away. I'd think long and hard before doing anything if I was you. Because this reeks of hell.
Fine next time. That would make it more bearable.
Or just say sod it and not go.
What are you talking about? You want to go to hell?
Ugh, hell?
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
Have you heard about the Dvořenka of Semaine?
No, I haven't heard that.
In the rocks below Semaine lived the Dvořenka. It's been a few years since she appeared here, but until now, people have been getting along with her. The locals would sometimes even go to her for various magical salves and decoctions. But now they say she put a spell on one man and seduced him. A married man. And it happened now, of all times, when the young Samine is going to get married.
What even is a Divozhenka?
You haven't seen one yet? A Divozhenka is a wild woman of the forest. An ugly, disfigured creature. You can find them deep in the woods or caves, where they make their ointments and gather magic herbs. Sometimes they hurt people, sometimes they help them. You shouldn't go there.
Why not?
The Samine lot did that. They were worried she might put young Lord Samine under a spell, especially now, because of the wedding. So they took care of her. And that's about it, I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. What happened to you?
I fell out of that bloody tree.
Why did you climb up there?
I thought I saw something shiny up there, like gold or something. But instead of finding treasure, I almost lost my life.
I'm no physician, but this needs bandaging.
But I won't get far in this state. Do you have anything to dress it? A rag or something?
Hold on, let me see. Here. You're lucky I carry around a pocket full of junk. Here, let me dress it for you.
Thank you. You're the first good thing to happen to me in a long while. You know, I was born under an unlucky star.
Stop feeling so sorry for yourself. Everyone has bad luck sometimes.
But I'm cursed with it. Even as a boy, I was always losing things, constantly getting beaten up. And once I spent the whole summer laid up with some weird sickness. My parents spent everything they had on a healer who said he had the perfect cure.
See? That sounds like a bit of luck, doesn't it?
Well, it seemed that way, but when he went to get the cure, he was struck dead by lightning on the way. We couldn't afford another healer, so I was sick for 6 months.
But you survived. I call that pretty lucky.
You think? Then hear me out. I always wanted to buy myself a horse. I saved every groschen I earned. But it was never going to be enough. So I confided in my neighbor. And he said, if I gave him all my coin, he'd win me twice as much down the tavern. He told me he could cheat the local drunks because he had weighted dice.
And you gave him the money?
That I did. And I never saw it or him again.
That's not bad luck. It's folly. People are bastards. You shouldn't be so trusting.
I'm not even finished yet. Since I couldn't buy a horse, I gave a groschen to a horse trader to let me ride one at least. But as we trotted through the woods, the nag's leg snaps. She was dead before I could fetch help. It took me 3 years to pay off that carcass. So I first lost money to a swindler, and then I had to buy a dead horse.
You're quite the character. You bought 2 horses, and you can't ride either of them.
Very funny.
Anyway, I have to get going. But your leg will be fine. You should be able to walk home on your own.
Thanks, friend. I appreciate your help. Excuse me?
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again? You could say that. They found a dead body stuck in the wheel. Who was it? Some vagabond. God rest his soul.
And get this, Miller Motion says he was in the water at least a week, judging by the state of his body.
So what? Somebody did him in?
Stop a while, my good man.
God be with you.
Get away with that weapon! Very good. What you doing with that? Are you right? Mary in heaven! What was that? Show what you're made of! Hey, nice! You want to try me? I'm all yours. Come on! Again! I yield! Mercy!
Oh, right. Someone must have walked this way badly injured.
Stop right there. Who are you?
Calm down. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Then tell me, what are you doing?
Who are you? Why are you hiding here in this cave?
Sukervica tu ke propiskite Marel. Who are you, and what concern is it of yours? Did they send you?
Easy, easy. I won't hurt you. I was just passing by and I noticed this cave, that's all.
So my dad not send you? Oh, I'm glad. I afraid he sent somebody to tell me just kere. But that never happened. Not as long as Bohush is in this way.
That lad on the ground? He doesn't look too good.
Mire, Prala, my brothers nearly killed my poor Bohush. Do you understand? Because of father.
What did he do to him?
Bohush nothing. But he's a malos in village. That find out we're together and want Bohush to marry me. He sent messenger to Semin about it. But he came across villagers who laugh at him, chase him away with sticks and curses. Such large. Then Oded sent Mire Prala, Tibor and Geza to restore our family Yakepachik. Family honor. To disgrace it is for us worse than death. And that was it. Bohush gets stabbed. I find him and hide him far away from those Jukle from village and from camp. Too late for explanations now. Ora chordo. Would you please help me? Would you go to camp and get some medicine from Miridai? She's a soothsayer. She can give advice.
All right. I'll help you.
Thank you. But please hurry. Bohush not stop moaning in pain even in his sleep now.
I think I can help him myself.
You?
I've read a lot about cases like this.
Never mind your books. My ma, she can really help people.
All right. I'll go to the camp and ask your ma for advice.
I also need magic amulet from my dad. I think it can protect us.
You think some amulet can help him?
He is voivod. He has amulet that can cure all ills. Nothing bad can happen to anyone who wear it.
Do you think he'll agree to that? Why don't you just tell him how things are?
He's stubborn. He will think someone put spell on me. He will not believe I left of my own will. You must find some way, but nothing must happen to Dad or anyone else. There has been already enough bloodshed. He must want to give it, or its Pokeribam will be lost. Best if he bring it to me himself.
I'll give it a try. We'll see.
Get out before you come to a bad end! Are you right in the head? That better not happen again. Get out before you...
Radovan, the blacksmith from Takov, sent me.
And what's that got to do with me? Clear off! Equam memento rebus in arduis subverimentem. Ah! Show it!
Bloody hell. This hasn't been here for long. It looks like some kind of notes. Like a diary. Let's have a look at it then. Now that's what I call steel. It may be broken, but there's hardly a trace of rust.
Sit. Help! Help!
What are you here for, friend?
So I'm back, Master Blacksmith.
Excellent. How did it go with the hermit?
He's dead.
What? Did you?
No, not me. it just got a bit complicated. The hermit died a few days ago. I had to find his grave, and this sword was on it. You weren't wrong. It's first-class Toledo steel, Radovan.
God's nails. That's quite something.
First-class welded steel. Ambrose must have broken the sword himself, deliberately. It wouldn't have just happened in battle.
That's exactly what we need. See now, youngster. My clever plan worked out nicely in the end.
Right. Well, thank you very much for your, clever plan.
You haven't disappointed me yet, lad. So I'm sure forging an exceptional sword won't be a problem for you either.
Wait, I thought you wanted to do it yourself. I'm just your assistant, after all.
Not at all. I trust you. One day you'll become a master. That is, unless you lose your head first.
Herrgott, that's not good. And that's that.
How can I help you today, friend?
I've got something for you, blacksmith.
God's nails, you weren't bullshitting.
I'd say it looks pretty much like a sword, eh?
Looks like. This is a damned fine piece of steel. Damned fine.
Thanks. I was glad to help, but now there's something I need from you.
I'll pay you, of course. And if you want to do some smithing, I won't throw you out of my forge either.
No, you know full well what I need. I have to get to Samin's wedding.
Why is it so important for you? It'll just be a lot of people stuffing their faces. You can find that anywhere.
I have my reasons, and you don't need to know them.
God's nails, lad. You're full of mysteries. But whatever, that's your business. I don't mind taking you to the wedding. Nothing to it. We can set off once you're ready.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Take care then. And thanks for nothing. What can I do for you?
Can we go to Semin now?
Not so fast, Henry.
The sword's ready, so what are we waiting for?
Are those your best clothes?
Aye.
Then get yourself something nicer.
Can you tell me where I can get nicer clothes?
The only decent tailor around is Bartoszek in Troshkovitz. He'll surely sell you some. Come back when you no longer look like you just come from shoveling manure. We're not going to some village fete, but a nobleman's wedding, for Christ's sake. Dress up nicely so you don't disgrace me. And please, no damned armor.
All right.
Stop moaning and do it. We don't want to be late.
Thank you, and take care.
God bless you.